Here are 15 simple life and money hacks that you can start implementing today to completely transform your life. Let's get right into it. Number 1 is to wake up early in the morning and get that early morning sunlight. This will set your circadian rhythm straight and make sure that you're waking up and going to sleep at night at appropriate times. So if you're really struggling with sleeping at night, try doing this. Force yourself to wake up early and get outside and get that sunlight. It will make a huge difference. Number 2 is to establish a morning routine. And I know morning times are so hectic, especially if you have a family and kids. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be anything overwhelming. It can literally be as simple as waking up and sitting in bed, closing your eyes, taking 3 deep breaths, and saying out loud 3 things that you're grateful for. And then next, stepping out for literally 30 seconds just to get that sunlight in. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. It doesn't have to be anything complex. Take small steps and build up if you can, and if you can afford to have the time in the morning to do that. Having some sort of a morning routine and structure really sets the tone for the rest of your day. Number 3 is to hydrate with salt or electrolytes. You will not believe how many Americans these days are just dehydrated. And when you're thirsty and dehydrated, you may also feel hungry, which can lead to overeating and then feeling sluggish. The amount of fatigue associated with dehydration is insane. And I'm not saying just to hydrate with simple water. No, the thing that really was a game changer for me was adding electrolytes into my water every single morning. This hydrates your body, this replenishes key nutrients and minerals that your body loses overnight. And because it really hydrates your cells from within, you feel so much more energized. Just trust me on this, try it out for a few weeks, even a few days, and let me know if you see the difference in your overall health. I'll leave a description down below for some electrolyte mixes that you can use that I've tried out in the past as well and love. Number 4 is to eat better. Make and eat home-cooked meals. And I know that can sound really overwhelming and almost cruel, but try to change your mindset instead. Instead of saying, oh, I have to cook dinner, I have to make food, say, I get to cook dinner. I get to cook and make my own fresh and healthy food. You already know that the pros completely outweigh the cons here. It's budget friendly. It's so much healthier. You know exactly what's going into your food. It prevents you from eating processed food and takeout all the time. And it's just overall better for your body than eating out. And I'm not saying that you have to do this for all 3 meals, 7 days a week. Just start off by doing 1 meal a day and then increasing as you get more into it. Cooking and eating at home really is just a wholesome experience in my opinion. Number 5 is to automate your savings. Have a savings account and have a certain amount of money that automatically gets deposited into your savings account on a monthly basis. That way, 1, you never see this money from your paycheck, and 2, you don't even have to think about it. It's just done. And you'll have a stack of cash in your savings account when you look back on it. Number 6 is to have an emergency fund for a rainy day. This one is so crucial. If you get laid off, the rule of thumb is to have enough money saved up in your emergency fund to cover at least 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. Ideally 12, but at least try to do the 3 to 6 months. This includes things for your expenses like your car payment, your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, your groceries, whatever your total expenses are for a month. Have that all saved up in an emergency fund. Especially these days with the economy, things are just really not looking good. And it sounds like every single day there is news of some large corporation laying off X numbers of people. Try to get ahead and plan ahead while you can. If you're getting any value from this video at all, make sure to go ahead and hit that red subscribe button below. It would really mean a lot to me, and you'll be notified anytime I upload similar videos. Number 7 is to invest well and invest easy. A lot of people, actually a majority of Americans, do not invest because it seems too complicated and intimidating. And I get it. And a lot of people even get caught up in this whole, should I invest in a stock or a mutual fund or an ETF? What's the difference between all of them? What's better? It doesn't have to be this complicated. Just simplify your investment strategy and invest in only one thing. For example, just choose to invest in one index fund like VTSAX or VOO. Basically, anything that tracks to an index is your best bet, and just automatically set money to go into that fund every month, and you can set it and forget it, and over time you will definitely build wealth, and a lot of it. Number 8 is to budget your money. Create a detailed budget that tracks your income and expenses for a monthly basis. This helps you identify identify areas where you can save and allocate funds more effectively. If you don't know how to budget, I'll link one of my videos down below in the description that you can check out, and it goes over the whole plan. Number 9, try habit stacking. If you want to start a new habit, this concept is introduced in the book Atomic Habits, and it involves attaching a new habit to an already existing one, making it more likely for the new habit to stick. The idea is to use the momentum that you have going for an established habit as a trigger for a new behavior. For example, I wanted to get into the habit of drinking collagen every morning, but I found myself being really inconsistent, or I just wouldn't remember, or I'd remember 4 hours later and then be like, oh, forget it, it's too late now, I don't want to. However, I already have a habit of after breakfast, I have a cup of black tea every single morning. And this is without fail because that's my caffeine intake for the day, and I need that, and I will be having it no matter what. So what I started doing is I started adding that collagen powder into my tea in the morning, hence habit stacking, and I have not missed a morning without my collagen powder. Number 10 is to listen to audiobooks. Most of us in today's day and age do not have time to sit down and open up a book, or we're just too tired to do it at the end of the day or early in the morning. I totally get it, even though I think that is a fabulous wind down activity, but I get it. We're tired, we're busy people. Audiobooks are great because you can listen to them while you're working out, while you're doing house chores, on your commute to work. Really, you can listen to audiobooks even a few minutes at a time. Just fit them into pockets of time you have between tasks or whatever it is you're doing all day. It's so much easier, efficient, and quicker. And books just provide such a wealth and plethora of knowledge, so don't sleep on this. If you can't sit down and open a book and read it, listen to it. No excuses. Number 11 is to learn continuously. Learn for the rest of your life. So many people make this mistake of thinking that once they're done with school or college or whatever, that's it. They don't need to learn things anymore. This is not true. You should always be a student of life, and you should always be dedicating some time to learn a new skill, whether through online courses, workshops, books. There are so many resources out there today. Lifelong learning keeps your mind sharp and adaptable. Number 12, declutter regularly. I do need to get better at this one because sometimes I just feel like I'm drowning in stuff. And I hate that feeling. I feel so burdened. Let me know if you can relate to that. But declutter your physical and digital space. A clutter-free environment will really help to improve your focus and reduce stress. And you'll notice that you just feel lighter. It's a fabulous feeling. Number 13 is to take a warm shower or bath before bed every night. I feel like this is just such a great self-care ritual and something for you to look forward to before sleeping. It helps to calm and relax your mind and get you ready for a good sleep at night. 14 is to take out time to self-reflect. I know that everyone feels like there are not enough hours in the day. Trust me, I feel the same way. I get it. But I do think it's really important to take a few minutes and self-reflect from time to time to make sure that 1, you are self-aware, and 2, just to keep yourself in check. Check in on how your physical health is going, your mental health. Check in on whether or not you're making progress towards your goals. Make sure you have goals. It's very important to tune into yourself from time to time. This way you can easily identify when something is off or if something doesn't feel right, whether that be physically, mentally, or emotionally. Number 15 is to spend time with people. It's simple. Humans need human connection. And the world today, the digital world today can be extremely isolating, and we can easily get stuck into this rut of isolation. If you're ever feeling down or feeling off, then instead of sitting on the couch and binging on Netflix and eating a tub of ice cream, which is definitely okay to do from time to time, try calling up a friend instead and grabbing some coffee with them, or going out for an activity together. You would be surprised how uplifting this is for your mental health. You'll often note that human connection can be so healing, given that you're hanging out with the right person and someone you actually like. But next time, just try it, and I guarantee that you'll most likely feel much better. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different content. If you do want me to do more videos like this in the future, then let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn even more money saving hacks and tips, then I highly suggest you check out this video next. I'll catch you in the next video.